Welcome back to the last breathwork exercises video in this series. For this video, I want to talk about something that some people wouldn't class as breathwork, but I definitely class it as breathwork, and it's called chanting. Now, chanting is an ancient exercise done by Indian yogis throughout history. I find it very beneficial because it really raises your vibration, your physical and your energetic vibration. You can do it by yourself, or you can do it in a group, which really sounds wonderful. You've got to try it one day. The monks and some people, they like to use mala beads, which are some beads that's similar to this. And what makes the mala beads is that there are 108 beads on this string, and the monks and other people, gurus and yogis and that, use them so that they know how many they've done, and they just chant to each bead. Then you can either stop, or some people go back and do the other way, so they end up doing about 216 chants. Now, we're not going to do that today because that would take quite a while, and nobody needs to sit here and listen to me chant for that long. But we are going to do a little bit of chanting. Now, people often are shy away from chanting because they are worried about how their voice is going to sound. And you really have to let go of that preconception that you need to sound like, you know, an ancient guru sitting on a mountainside, that type of thing. Just have a go, and you'll often find that once you get into the swing of it, your voice sort of will get that deep timbre that often you'll find chanting has. Especially if you're doing it with other people. I often find that everybody's voices seems to meld into one, which is a really special experience. So to do chanting, we normally chant, we normally just take a few deep breaths first, and we relax our body. We get the lungs filled with nice, good, clean oxygen, and then we might start with an Om. I'm sure you've all heard of the Sanskrit word Om. So you usually start with an Om, and then in your next exhale, you will say whatever saying you want to say. Now, most chants are done in Sanskrit, but you can do them in English. I think they're more effective when they're in Sanskrit, so I often chant in Sanskrit. Today, I'm going to show you an example of a Sanskrit saying which is all about removing obstacles. So maybe it's attached to Ganesh. So it's Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. And that's what I'm going to repeat with every out breath, basically. Now, normally if I was chanting, if I had the time, I would use my mala beads and I would do it for 108 times. But today I'm just going to do just 4 or 5. Okay, so we're going to relax ourselves. Take a few deep breaths. And then we're going to start. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. 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 And then usually once I finish the chanting, I will finish with a few deep breaths and just sit there and just feel the vibration in my body. Let it sit with me. Let myself be still for a moment more while I see if any messages come in. But it's a really, really great way to do breath work. It can even be quite funny. I remember one day I was helping my sister do some breath work exercises, and we had to buzz like bees or something like that, and we were just in fits of laughter every time we did an exhale, because the way it was vibrating on our lips and in our chest, it was just hilarious. So it can be a really fun exercise to do. And you don't need to worry about whether you get the chant wrong or not, because the intention is there. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this breathwork exercise series. Please feel free to go back and watch them as many times as you like. They're free. They're a resource for you to help you bring more calm and more balance into your life. If you have any questions, you can contact me through my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, or through the website. Thank you very much for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.